So I guess we're doing Chillingham Castle round 2 tonight. This is more of an audio video, so people can just listen to this rather than watch.
It's off the cuff. You said this is going to be the last time, and I distinctly remember last time we did it, Beth said without a shadow of a doubt she was never doing it again.
Yeah.
And it's 5 months later, and obviously we're doing it again.
We're doing it again. We've got a bigger group of people coming this time though.
Aye, so we should get more, hopefully more first-hand accounts, because there's 12 of us this time. Yeah. Instead of 4, so that's, you know, 3 times as much chance of something happening directly to people. But saying that, stuff happened to us last time, which was proper freaky. So we seem to be the centre of it last time, so we'll see what happens this time.
Yeah, so on the drive up there now, it's just about to turn 8 o'clock. Pitch black. Hence this is an audio version.
Yeah.
Just some recapping on last time, I guess. Like I say, this is very much an off-the-cuff video. And although let's talk about some plans we've got for the channel in the future. So we do have some ideas floating about. We don't want to give too much away.
Whoa. Really? I don't think we should mention things. I don't want to mention. What do you want to mention?
Well, there seems to be like a queue of people wanting to be guests on the channel now. We've had quite a bit of interest. We've had some contact from subscribers that like the channel. We've had 3 or 4 people get in touch, leaving comments. Hopefully those guys will leave some ideas for in the future as well.
You've got transatlantic ones.
Transatlantic, Spaniards.
Spaniards.
So it's all right. India. This guy's from India. That like the channel. So we're growing slowly but surely. So we need everyone's help, really. We need our subscribers' help to get more subscribers. Really, don't we?
We do, definitely. And we'll welcome ideas. We've got plans, but
we don't want to give too much away at this stage.
It takes time to formulate some stuff. Like, as much as it, you know, we don't try and put too much effort in, because that's kind of the way we want to do it. But a lot of it does actually take a surprising amount of planning.
I mean, what we want people to understand and get is that this is very much a hobby for us. We do it because we enjoy doing it, and we do challenges because we think it will be funny and we want to try them. It's not a regimented thing. We don't say, right, we have to have content out every Friday or whatever it may be. We do it as and when we kind of want to do it. I understand people might get a little bit frustrated by that, but you know, we don't have a huge following right now. But if that should pick up a bit, then obviously we can think about becoming a little bit more regimented with the stuff we do. But like you say, we do have some ideas, and they're not always really easy to put together. Have we lost everyone?
We've lost one of us.
Everyone's got sat nav for the don't.
Ah, it's true.
I'll keep an eye on the future.
Aye, it's true.
So yeah, so some of the ideas we've got to take a little bit of putting together. It's not just as simple as turning the camera on and doing it. And obviously we both have full-time jobs as well, and families and whatnot. So
no, but we've deliberately avoided things that do require a lot of planning and expense. But even though we've done that, even the things that we are able to do, it still does take planning. It's surprising, isn't it?
It is, yeah. How much effort goes into doing it.
But it's fun, and that's what we've said. If it's fun, even if the planning stage is fun and we'll have a laugh, then fucking do it. If it starts not being fun, then we wouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. So we know there's certain types of challenges that we have no interest in doing, like mass eating challenges. I don't have much interest in doing that, really.
Yeah, exactly. Eating stupid volumes of stuff. Obviously, it is impressive, and them kind of channels get loads of views. But fuck that. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you're putting your health at risk.
I mean,
I know that sounds boring, but
yeah,
it's true. Fuck that.
I'm willing to do a little bit of pain, as I showed with the wax video, but I'm not willing to go to mental lengths like Jackass and Dirty Sanchez and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but they had literally a career, $1 million career in potential.
And that's what I'm saying though, some of the different channels we watch, those guys are making money off it. Some of them substantial amounts of money.
Yeah.
You know, the LA Beast is probably a good example of that. He makes a lot of money from YouTube. The Bell Life guys, their channel's really taken off recently, and they're up to something like 150,000 subscribers now. I think me and you started watching those guys when they only had 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
mean, if we got to 1,000 subscribers, that would be an achievement in itself. Let alone, I'm not even thinking about.
To be honest, that is the first milestone, I think. If you're trying to do the YouTube game, 1,000 subscribers is the first big goal that you aim for.
Yeah.
But obviously, we haven't got a tactic to do that, and that's not why we're doing it. If it happens.
No, I mean, there has been some learning curves in this YouTube game so far, hasn't there? Like, it's not a case of just being able to go in and do whatever you want whenever you want, is it? Like, you've got to play the game a little bit.
I don't know. I don't think we've amended anything that much, have we?
No, I mean, like, I was advised to not swear in videos, but that's what we do. Like,
fuck that.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what we do. We can't.
You cannot be dishonest. Like, we're just being ourselves.
Yeah.
You can't restrict yourself like that.
And we're making a conscious effort not to try and clickbait with videos with regards to the titles of them. We're trying to keep them honest to what they actually are.
You get what you get. That's fairly simple. Like, why would you not do that?
But like I say, we do have some other ideas, so just bear with Will a little bit. And like I say, I know we're not regimented, but the content will continue to come. And we want to be quite a diverse channel, don't we? We're not just going to do challenges. We've got some other things I want to do, and it may not cater to everybody, but...
No, exactly, yeah. We're going to branch out into a few different areas, which will have its own niche audience, and it'll definitely appeal to everyone. And, like, the stuff we've done so far is obviously kind of lowbrow challenges and that, which we love doing, but we have got a little bit more cerebral stuff, like, believe it or not, that we want to do. And if you don't have an interest in that, then that's fine. But I know personally some people who I know will have an interest in it. There might be a small interest, but we'll enjoy doing it, so that's why I want to do it.
But what we intend to do is pot up the videos, don't we, into playlists to cater for each particular audience member, don't we?
Yeah, so we'll have our challenges in one bit, we'll have other stuff in others. Like the Chillingham Castle thing, like that was just a discussion topic, really. And
it turned out to be one of the most popular videos, one of the Chillingham discussions, hasn't it?
Because obviously Chillingham is like it's a massive point of interest, you know. We're reportedly one of the most haunted places on the planet, and obviously we've had experience there, which we can't dispute either way.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going now. You did mention that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, on the way there again, so we'll see what happens. Oh, you did mention it. And I mean, that's like the random thing. We're not doing this just for a YouTube channel. We're doing it because it's something we fancy doing.
Yeah.
It's just some shit to do on a Friday night.
Like I say, the YouTube thing just happens to be a hobby. The YouTube channel stemmed from a drunken discussion between ourselves one night after work.
Yep.
And we talked about it for a while without actually doing anything, and people took the mick out for that, and I get it. But we went ahead and we've done it anyway.
Yep.
And now that we've done it, people still take the mick out for doing certain challenges.
But refuse to show an interest in it, which I think is quite funny.
Yeah,
but it does entertain me.
But that's fine as well, though. Like people mocking with that doesn't bother me.
No, that doesn't bother me. But I like the fact that it suddenly falls silent once we've actually done it.
I think it helps that we'll have each other to lean on when people are taking the piss, because obviously we work together and things like that. We spend a lot of our time together.
Whether you're getting deep now.
No, but whether it be inside of work or outside of work, if you're by yourself and people are just on it, you're gonna be, oh fuck it, it's not worth it. But because we're kind of together, you can brush it off a lot easier. It's like, yeah, well, fuck you, don't watch it then. If you don't like it, don't look at it. Simple as that, really, isn't it?
Yep.
So, yeah, like I say, the YouTube thing's very much a hobby for it. And I would love for it to take off, but the chances are that's not going to happen, let's be honest.
No, of course not. It's like winning the lottery, but that's not really the point at this stage.
No, like I say, it's... And you know, we want people to make suggestions for different challenges or whatever. And if they sound fun to us, then we'll do it. And if it doesn't, then we won't.
Yep.
That's where we've always said it would work, and you know...
And we'll give a shout out, obviously, to whoever suggested as well on the channel. Actually, while we're talking about that, do you want to mention my friend?
Yeah. So, after the waxing video that we put up, a guy called Joel from
the USA, I think he's from
Indiana?
Indiana, yeah. I think he's from Indiana.
Sent us a message on the waxing video. So I was speaking to him backwards and forwards on that, and he says he's been a fan from the start, which is really cool.
That's mint.
And then you had a little chat with him on Facebook as well, didn't you?
Yeah, so I told you that on the Facebook, Joel, that Dan isn't on Facebook, whereas I am, so obviously you had to talk to me there. But all I want to say is, basically, you know, I really do appreciate the fact that you left a comment. That's mint. That means a lot to us. Obviously, we're just starting, but even if we hadn't just started, if we still had loads of comments, it means a lot that you took the time to do that. And it's nice to know that, honestly, to me, it's nice to know you can basically understand what we're saying. And you're from America, that blows my mind.
So, you know, we're from the northeast of England, Newcastle upon Tyne, which is renowned for having difficult accents.
Yep.
So kudos on being able to understand what we're saying.
Basically,
we're happy we entertain someone other than just ourselves.
Yeah. 2 Americans, I think, we kind of sound half Scottish and half English, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mega appreciate that you left a comment. It was great. So hopefully you'll see this video. I know this isn't a very exciting video. We're not doing anything that thrilling, but hopefully you'll give this a watch and. Just want to tell you that we do appreciate that.
But we'll drop him a message on Facebook and let him know that he's gotten a shout out in this video if he wants to have a little look.
It's just started raining, which doesn't bode well for Chillingham Castle. I think we're going to be outside for quite a long time, and it's fucking freezing as well. It's like November.
Yeah, pretty much mid-November. In the sticks, in the country, middle of nowhere, and it is, for want of a better word, pissing down. But I'm excited to go. Well. No, that's a lie. I'm not excited to go back. Actually, I'm nervous about going back based on what happened last time. So just a slight recap on what happened last time. I was assaulted. Really, there's not much more I can say.
No, don't say you were assaulted. We were.
No,
it's not all about you.
You just got the ricochet.
It was dark.
It was dark.
I don't know what happened to you. All I know is I got hit in the balls, and I don't know what happened before that.
Well, I got hit in the arm.
Who?
What do you mean who? I got hit.
Not who, not by who.
Oh, right. I was going to say the ghost. But yeah, so Beth and Chris are with me again. They're coming up again. And then a couple of your friends are coming up, Stephen.
Yeah. So
neither my wife nor Stephen's girlfriend was interested though.
No, they sensibly want no part of any of this, which is fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. In fairness, I think Lauren actually would come.
I think Janine would, but then I think she'd like bail out halfway through, and it would just be like, a waste of 20 quid.
Would you leave with that?
No.
Or would you just be
I would just be like, fuck man, that was 20 quid, and you just like wasted off with it.
Yeah. Also, we haven't made a video about this yet, we may do this at a later time I guess, but we went to see Dirty Sanchez quite recently.
We did, to like non-British people, they're a Welsh version of like Jackass.
And a bit more extreme, I would say. They're a little bit more hardcore than Jackass, in my opinion.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of them, like, you're more of a fan, but you can't really dispute that. They are very extreme.
But the show we went to see, it was more of a sit-in, wasn't it? It was a talk that older now with families and things like that, so they don't do the things that they used to do anymore. Yeah. So it was more talking about the career and how they started and all that sort of fun stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the takeaway from that night for me was, in fact, I think we should dedicate this video to the O2 Academy in Newcastle. It cost me fucking 20 quid for 2 drinks. 2 drinks cost 20 quid. No change. 20 quid.
Thankfully it was Stephen's round.
What the fuck's that all about?
It was expensive. I was shocked.
Stupid bastards.
And didn't we see an advertisement that it was only 7 quid a drink or something?
And it cost fucking 20 quid. Literally, mine and his drinks were £10 each. And when I was waiting for these fucking extortionate price drinks, I got rung off the dickhead barman. But take the photo of the stage. What a cock. So yeah, this video is dedicated to you, fucking O2 Academy.
Robin,
I hope you fucking shut down.
But yeah, it was more talking about the career, how they started out, things that went on whilst they were filming, and what they're doing now, really, wasn't it? A little bit of unseen footage.
Yeah, I mean, it was alright.
Yeah, it was alright.
As long as you didn't expect something different, it's fine.
Yeah, you had to know what you were walking into, didn't you? And then we went out afterwards, then we went and got drunk. Yeah,
and to be honest, we haven't made a video about that night, purely because we don't want people coming out the woodwork going, oh, you know, push in that direction, doing the Dirty Sanchez shit.
Yeah,
like,
we'll never
off the end of a finger and stuff.
Yeah. Well, like if Stephen cut off the end of his finger and then I ate it, that's not going to happen.
No. So that's not the kind of direction we're moving in.
That's far too extreme for us. Like I said,
definitely not on the to-do list.
No, I mean, I think it's fair to say we'll probably try and eat most things.
What, like each other's toenails and that? Like even that's a bit extreme.
Yeah. Like, okay, maybe, but you know what I'm getting at. Like challenge-wise.
Yeah, we've got some dirty things on the cards. I mean, we've done dirty things already, I think. But I think we should. Proud's not the right word, but we've achieved something in some of the things we've done so far.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot more lined up. So basically, I would say to the audience, well, whatever audience we've got, if you like any part of what we've done so far, we will be doing that again.
Stick with us. And some of the challenges that we've done already, we will revisit if that's what people want, maybe on a larger scale.
Yeah, if opportunity knocks, and if we can possibly get another person involved, because that's always funny.
Yeah, like I said, we do have, I mean, I know of at least 3 or 4 friends or family that are wanting to come on the channel.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's something similar for yourself. So you know, there is people wanting to come on the channel, some with more interest than others.
Yep.
So yeah. So just the message is, guys, just stick with it. The content will continue to come. And thanks for your support.
Yeah, so that's it for now, really. We might have something up depending on what happens at Chilham Castle in the next couple of hours. As I say, we are kind of excited and also a little bit shitting ourselves because last time was wild.
Yeah.
It was absolutely hilarious as fuck and also kind of terrifying at times. And as I say, we've got more people involved this time, so hopefully we'll get some material out from that and you'll see that the next week or so maybe. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. I fucking that'll do. Just let it go.
Aye.